Good morning. This is a take two because I had to go back and get my phone. Anyway, welcome to another walk. So this morning we're going from Cymau Community Centre, down Bryn Yorkin Lane, all the way down to the bottom to Caergwrle, walking through the walkboards at Cefn and then back up through Cymau Quarry. So a bit of a short one. Not as long as yesterday's, which was 7 miles. Just take it nice and easy today. And yeah, let's go and see what we can see.
Morning.
Morning. So, Cymau, a little village situated between Cefn and Caergwrle. I think it's got about 800 people living here. We have a church, well, Methodist chapel, which is just coming up on the left here. It's a busy little village, this one, considering there's no shops or anything here. We used to have a post office, but that closed down. This is known as Pear Tree Cottage, which is where one of the local farmers now lives. Yeah, this is the Methodist chapel. Apparently it was rebuilt in 1860 by an architect from Caergwrle. It's got some graveyard here. It's quite a pretty little church, this one. We'll just keep going, walking through. He's got lots of bungalows on this left-hand side here as you pass the church. Yeah, what a glorious day again from May. Well, early May. Beautiful, a little bit cold. That's why I've got my fleece on again. Yeah, beautiful. So this is the second walking video I've completed, well, that I'm currently recording. So I'm hoping to start doing a few more now that there's more light at night. Yeah, so hopefully, like I say, I'm not interested in likes, comments, subscribers. I just want people to watch the videos and maybe follow in my footsteps, the routes I take. Like I said, this is a bit of a short one in comparison. It's my normal long walks. So anyway, we're coming up to what used to be the public house in Cymau, the only public house. Well, apparently there's lots of public houses years ago, but this was the last one. The oldie Talbot Inn. And this closed in 2017, I believe, and was put on the market because it wasn't doing very well, and it was bought but never redeveloped or reopened since then, and that's just been used as a local car park. So we're going down Bryn Yorkin Lane at the moment. So at the end of this lane, as it's aptly known as Bryn Yorkin Lane, there's the Bryn Yorkin Manor, which believe it's a listed building. And it was originally owned by the Young family. I couldn't find a lot of history online about it. No. Anyway, you may have noticed I'm not wearing my normal glasses today. I've got sunglasses. Now these aren't normal sunglasses. These aren't the ones that you just buy from the shop. These are my prescription varifocal sunglasses. Now I got these from a company called Glasses Direct. I was a bit dubious because I thought, you know, how can they get it right without seeing you in person? So I put my prescription in online and they arrived yesterday. So I thought I'd try them out. And do you know what? They're amazing. Now these are Ray-Bans as well. And they've got the UV coating, they've got scratch coating, they've got everything. And it's just, how much was it? £116, which isn't bad for a pair of prescription sunglasses. Considering the place where I normally go, which is a high street opticians, they wanted, I think it was £170 just for the lenses. Just for the lenses. And these guys, they charged me £49 for the lenses. And I have to admit, as they're only sunglasses, I won't be wearing them all the time. They're great. Absolutely brilliant. I can see everything clearly, like I can with my normal sunglasses. No, my normal glasses. Now my last pair of sunglasses I had made up by the high street optician, they were just single vision, which means no varifocals. And I just couldn't get used to them because I've been so used to wearing varifocals now. But anyway, it's enough about me and my shenanigans. Let's get back on this walk. So we're still carrying on up Bryn Yorkin Lane. It's quite a long lane this, but I used to bring the dog up here all the time. Come home from work, grab his lead on, take him for a walk up to the end of Bryn Yorkin, and then walk back. That was his walk, and he loved it. The only thing is, don't do what some people do around here. They let the dogs off the leads. It's not very good. It's not very clever either, because there's sheep, there's livestock in these fields. So, no, I don't recommend that. I don't know, the walk we're taking in today, as we get to the end of Bryn Yorkin, it goes down. I mean, seriously down. I've walked up it a couple of times, but oh my God, that is a calf killer. Oh, unbelievable. So, we're going to go down it today instead of up, and then we'll get into a little housing estate which is in Caergwrle, and then we'll walk down the lane and then we'll end up on the main road, not far from Caergwrle Castle, which was a castle that was never finished. I may go up there on one of my walks one day and take you along with me, but so I made a bit of a change to the camera settings as well today, because I noticed the sky was a bit washed out, and somebody recommended to me that you just have it on full auto, but I'm not. So today I've gone into pro mode, set the exposure manually, set the white balance manually, and I'm now filming in D-Log-M, which is a 10-bit codec for capturing video. So now as you get to the top here, you'll see, well, you would normally, but it's a bit cloudy and overcast today. You would normally see a lot of similar views to what we saw yesterday when we were up Caergwrle. So as we come down in the distance there is it's going towards Deeside and Cheshire. Just on the right there, I don't know if the camera can pick it up between them two trees. I'll try and get a better view of it. There's something called Rithin Hill. And apparently that had some sort of military involvement. I don't know what it was, because it's just a hill in the middle of all this. So we're nearly at the end of this part of Bryn Yorkin Lane, but I think it just carries on. It's all called Bryn Yorkin Lane. Please comment if I've got that completely wrong. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying these walks. Please tell me if it would be better if I did it a different way. What is nice to see around this time of year is all the wildflowers. And you hear a lot of bees, which is great. Love bees, absolutely love bees. You know, can't stand wasps though. I haven't met anybody that likes a wasp. And I'm not referring to the band Wasp from the 80s. We're not going to actually go into the Bryn Yorkin Manor estate. So all we're going to do is carry on round there and down. And there's a little footpath and there's a gate here, so if you hop over here and you walk all the way down, I'll show you in a minute. I don't think you can see it from here. If you were to hop over this stile here, and there's loads of them around here, you can go three ways. If you go all the way down there, you'll get to something called Whitty's Pond, or Whitty's Lake, whatever it's known as locally. That's quite a nice little walk in the summer, if you just want a little short walk. Now this is the entrance to the Bryn Yorkin estate. Now originally it wasn't spelt as you see it here, which is Bryn Yorkin. It was spelt with an I instead of a Y. Now I think they called these gate piers or something, but they probably would have been built using local stone, and they've remained here since it was built, which I believe is around the 1850s or something like that. Now there is another walk, you can go that way, which eventually takes you up onto the mountain there, and you can go up to the country park. There is an orchard through there, but today we're going this way. Oh, I had a protein shake before I came out. And do you know what? It's making me really windy. So, sun's coming out. Don't know how long for, because there's lots of clouds in that sky there. I just hope it doesn't rain. But, like I said yesterday, this camera is waterproof. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing all this as well. So I'm going to be coming out in the rain at some point. Now this is a bit of a... You don't realise how steep this hill is. Yeah, it goes... Yes, it just goes all the way down and all the way down. And just keeps going and going and going. It is nice though. It is nice around here. It's nice to hear all the birds singing. Again, they're all telling each other there's a man walking round with a camera. Anyway, another one of my gripes about... Oh, that seems to have all been cleared back there. Maybe there's some development going on. Yeah, anyway, back to one of my gripes. You know, you could be walking around with... I'm going to talk to you about this one. You could be walking around with your camera. And this is why I don't like doing this in public. Because you get somebody coming up to you, oh, is that camera recording? It's like, well, yeah, it is. Oh, don't get me on it. You haven't got my permission. If I'm in a public place, there's nothing you can do about it. There is no law that says that I can't record you in public. If we're on private land, or if I walked into a shop, they can tell me to get out. They can tell me to stop recording. And I think to a point, if they get your details, they can get you to erase that footage as well. I know banks are quite big on that. So, there's another footpath here. It looks quite new, that signpost. That wasn't here. It wasn't so new the last time I came down here. Oh, we've got a pussy cat there showing a bit of interest. Oh, no, maybe not. He's going. Cats love it round here because you've got loads of mice and rats and little baby rabbits and there's all sorts. I'm just looking at how this looks on the camera. It looks really, really green. Trust me, it isn't. It's quite gloomy today. So I'm hoping that the way I'm recording it now is going to make it pop. If that's a word I can use. So, yeah. So I'm just starting out with all this vlogging. So far, I'm kind of enjoying it. It's something different for me. I know lots of people do these vlogs. They do a lot of these travel logs. They do loads of research before they come out. And it's like, just enjoy the surroundings of where you're going. And just have a look, be nosy. If there's something that sparks your interest, go and have a look at it, as long as it's not on private grounds. So today's going to be a bit of a challenge. Like I said, I'm going to be going onto a public road and I'm going to try, I'll probably clam up like I usually do, but I'm going to try talking whilst I'm passing through. I've got to pass through this housing estate, which is just down the bottom of here. And no doubt, it's early morning, there's going to be people about. And I just hope I don't get one of them Karens or Kevins that don't want me to film. Fine, if you don't want to be on the film, I'll blur you out later. But just don't get nasty about it. You know, there's a few people I know who are just like, oh, don't get me on camera. I don't want to be filmed. Well, stay away from me, don't approach me. That's what a lot of these vloggers have as well. They have people coming up to say, oh, you can't film me. Well, go away then. If you don't want to be filmed, and you know I've got a camera, cover your face. Or just walk away, or don't even attempt to come near the person with the camera. I don't get it sometimes. Anyway, all I seem to be doing is whinging today. So, I think it's because of my shoulder. I've got a bit of a dodgy shoulder. So, let's turn you around now. So, here we are in a little village. So that road literally just comes there. And you come out onto this little road. Now we're not going to walk through this housing estate because it's a housing estate. Oh, somebody's a Liverpool supporter up there. Great. Yeah, Liverpool won the Premier League. I don't care about that. Wrexham's going up. That's the main thing. So we're going to go down this little footpath here, which just cuts through, and it takes you onto the main road. Oh look, and there's another pussycat. You seem to see a lot of cats on these walks. Hello. No, not interested. Cats don't like me. We used to have a ginger cat called Moby who hated me. He used to wait for me to come home and he'd hide on the stairs, you know, and as I'd walk past, he'd swipe me. He's a little so-and-so, that one. Oh, I appear to have a fly in my glasses. There we go. So we've come through here now. Now, up there is where Caergwrle Castle is. We have to get to it down there. But we're going to carry on this way and walk along the main road, which is Wrexham Road. Busy road. See, this is where I come out of my comfort zone around here, but it's not for long. Just walk up here past the school, into another housing estate, and then we're back in my comfort zone, back in the country. Now, if I do find somebody approaching me, do I keep recording? Or do I just stop and put the camera away, like a lot of people do? I suppose doing this is just about confidence. God, this is busy today. It's actually a bank holiday and the weather's not brilliant, but still people want to get out and drive. Go for a walk instead. Better for the environment. As you can see from the sign, we're in a tiny little village called Abermothy. So I don't know how much of this is Abermothy and how much is Caergwrle. I don't know. I've never looked at the borders to see how big this is. Boundaries, I should have said, not borders. I tell you what always got me though, it's like, because all these are local authority houses here, apart from that one. So how long has that been there? If anybody knows, let me know. Now, rumour has it that some of this land here on my right is being sold I'm not sure if it's this field or the one next to it. It's being sold for housing. You know, I'm all for people building houses, but my son goes to this local school here and they're at capacity with their classes. So, and also the local high school here is also oversubscribed. Now, by adding more houses, more families, and that doesn't include the doctors here, which, as everybody knows, it's so difficult to get an appointment these days. At least do something about that. You know, you need to make bigger schools. It's like some of the children that come to the school here and the high school, they're coming in from Cymau area, Brumbo. So how fair is that for somebody who lives in this area to not be able to go to the high school in this area? There's a guy on a bike there, stopped to do his sat nav. Yeah, it's the thing with people. You've got to be friendly. So we're not far away from the school now, so I'm not sure if it's that field there. But there is another one next door, but I think the one next door is the school playing field, so I don't think it's going to be that, or it could be that field that's just in the distance over there. I don't know. Like I said, if you're going to be building more houses, at least make provisions for schools, doctors, amenities, because there's not that many shops around here. All we've got local to us is a co-op and a spa, but they're all down in Caergwrle. Up in the Cymau we have nothing. I mean nothing. We have a chapel. There was another, I'm not sure if it was a Calvinistic or whatever, but it's one of these old tin shack chapels. I'll see if I can pop down there one day to show you. Yeah. This is Abermothy County Primary School. Lovely little school. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn right here. Well, you can either carry on, which I might do instead, or you can turn right. I don't know. The last time I went on this walk I saw a fox. Yeah. Kind of looked at me and stared and then just ran. So this is Cymau Lane. So you can get to where we're going today two ways. So in fact I think I will go this way along the main road. There's less chance of bumping into people around here and just see them in their cars, which isn't such a bad thing. So you get people looking at you because you've got a camera, just smile, you're all wondering what you're doing. I think the people that have inspired me to get out and start talking as I'm walking is DJ Audits, The All or Nothing with Billy Moore, Charlie Veitch, all of these YouTubers, and you know, they're nice guys. Charlie's a bit political. He likes, I don't know, I can't really comment on what he does. Buddy, he looks out of breath. He's running, of course he's out of breath. So anyway, this place we're going to called the Boardwalk, I call it the Boardwalk, because you're essentially walking on boards. And I think they were put in to help people walk through a bit of Cefn Bay, which we're going to, which is just up there. Oh, there's a bear. So where that car's just come from, we're going to be turning down there. Which is somewhere called Wyndham Drive. Now, on Wyndham Drive, unless you knew it, there's a gate on the left, and that leads you to where we need to go. The last time I was there, I think they were renovating some steps. Yeah. So we're going into a housing estate now. I think the next one I'm going to tackle is up the top of there, up to the transmitter, which is just up there as well. Because there's another trig point up there, and I like the trig points. So I think that'll be the next one I do. So as we get up here, there's a turning on the left, which we're going to take. Petite close. So, as we go up here, just on the left here is a footpath, which we go down, go through this gate. And we just keep walking. Now it's going to be a bit quiet. This is the back of somebody's houses, both sides. So I don't want to spook them into thinking that there's some nutter walking through who's talking to himself. Because I'm not, I'm talking to you lot. It's the thing I can't get my head around. Even though I'm talking to myself. It's you guys that... I did it again, I said, guys, I hate that word, it's American. So even though I'm not talking to anybody apart from myself, I am eventually going to be... These steps are a bit weird. I probably find it easier to walk on this bit of a path here. I'm not sure how long this gate has been here, but you can just walk around it. Now these are, obviously these steps here are a bit more modern. So where we're going to go now is we're going to go to the right. If you go down there, you can see that's the bridge for the Cefn station, and just through them trees there is another viaduct. So if you ever get the opportunity, I think you can see it if you travel down the main road there, because there used to be an old mill there. I think it was a corn mill, not sure. But where we're going to go now is up through here. I don't actually know what this place is called. So that's the back of Petite Close. But there's a couple of houses along here, which then leads onto a path, which is where we're going. I think at this point I have a small glug of water. Just to keep me going. Now weirdly, at the end of, well, just by here, where it goes from a double track path to a single track, there's a substation and a pump house, which you don't see that often. So you can see it's Hafren Dyfrdwy. Look at them old 60s type doors that you used to have in school around that time. Oh, actually, no, so that one was built in 1935. Wow. There's loads of land around here. But I do like coming this way, because this is kind of like the link, the rural link between Caergwrle and Cymau, because this ends out by another pub called the Frood. So it's a lovely, lovely little walk. But occasionally we do get to see the foxes, but I have to admit the last time I came it was quite early in the morning, and I had Lionel with me, so that probably spooked. Lionel's the dog, by the way, and that probably spooked the fox. So you can tell this is a public route because of the gates, but they've not been very well maintained. So I think this is farmers' land. So the only thing with going on this particular route, because even though we went down Bryn Yorkin Lane, we've got to go back up Barracks Lane. And yeah, there used to be a barracks on there. I don't know the history. I don't know any of the history of it, but I just know that there was a barracks up on that lane somewhere. But what we're going to do is we're going to go up it a little bit, and then we're going to cut through the quarry, which will bring us out in front of Cymau Community Centre. Now the only thing to bear in mind here, regardless of what time of year it is, this path here is always wet, because this is essentially a bit of a wetland. There's a river or brook, just something small running across there, and it impedes onto this bit here. So just be mindful if you are coming on a walk like this to, I'm not sure what happened then, but my mic tucked under. I'm not sure if I still caught it. So I was just saying that if you are going to come this way, put some proper footwear on. So I've got my waterproof shoes and waterproof walking shoes on, and that was it. It's not too long. Now, if you go up to the right, you're not supposed to really go up that way because there is a private sign nailed to the tree. I've been that way. It just takes you up to another bit of you come out on another bit of Barracks Lane. So, yeah, that's what's left of the sign on that tree. But this is the boardwalk. So this is beautiful along here. You can just smell wild garlic. There's, it smells amazing around here. The other thing to be mindful of if you are bringing a dog this way, there is chicken wire all along this boardwalk. So there's two parts to this. This is the first one. Just be mindful that your dog could get the caught. So line on those not to go in there. He goes in the brook at the side. But he can't come out with me anymore because he's old. So I have to come on my own now. So we're coming through an area which is known as Cefn. It just follows the main road, which is down there. So it runs parallel to that. But I like this walk. I haven't done this one for such a long time. That's what I thought. I've done all these walks, but I've never captured them. Yeah, and I do love walking. It is a bit of fun. Yeah. So yeah, some of these, like I was saying on a walk yesterday, some of the trees that you come across, they're really, really old, some of these trees. They've been here forever. Now, this is, I'm not sure if this is the farmer's way of trying to capture some of the water that goes down, but I suppose we could call that a mini waterfall. There's another one up here. I'm not sure if it's the farmer that's done this or whether it's the local authority. But I'm going on to the second boardwalk now, which, even though there's a gate, you can't really open it, so you have to step over this. Yeah. And I've noticed there's a couple of these that have gone rotten. So just be careful when you're walking. I think that's the reason why they put this chicken wire on, so you don't go all the way through. So it's more of a safety measure. Plus it also cleans your shoes as you're walking on it. So it's good. Oh, yeah. So what do you think of this route then, guys? It's not difficult. It's a nice easy one if you want to come out for a walk. I know a few of my friends, they used to, during the summer, they used to live over where we just came from, the housing estate there. And they used to walk over to the Frood pub, go for a meal, go for a couple of drinks, and then walk back. Brilliant. I have noticed that a lot of this has started to, it's rusted and come away, which could potentially be a trip hazard. Now, I'm not sure who would be at fault if somebody wants to trip on that, because I don't know who owns it, who maintains it. Maybe it might be a call to somebody, because it falls in the Wrexham Council jurisdiction, so I don't know. Because you hear people falling in potholes and damaging themselves. And just be mindful of that tree as well. I don't know. Alright, this is the third boardwalk. I think this is the last one. Let's see what condition this one's in. again, seems to be rotting. Which, if you're not looking where you're going, yeah, it looks like they've done part of it. This is all new by here. But where's the rest of it? Who's maintaining that? You know, they've got it listed as a walkway. No maintenance. I don't know. I suppose local authorities haven't got any money for things like that anymore. It looks like a beast of a tree has fallen down there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So anyway, this is a really, really nice route. The only thing I've noticed with these new glasses is they are falling off my nose a bit. So I think I'll have to adjust them myself slightly. So we're not far away now from the Frood pub, which is, I haven't been there for quite a while, to the Frood. I think it's because I never know when it's open. It sounds like somebody's got some poultry down there. Why not? Noisy little critters. I'm hoping that, because the last time I came through to the end of this, it was a bit overgrown. So I'm kind of hoping that it's not as bad anymore. Oh, there's a little bit here that's a bit muddy, but just keep to the left, you'll be fine. Although, you might want to jump to the right. Ugh. So just get a little bit boggy around here. Hopefully it's not too boggy to walk on. Ooh, that sounded squelchy. Okay, maybe it is getting a little too boggy. God, this has got worse since I was last here. But like I said, wear the right shoes, you'll be fine. Yeah, so this wasn't doing this last time. So obviously the amount of rainfall we've had. This must be running into, because the River Allen runs along there. So, yeah. I wonder if this is running out onto the street. Oh, it looks like it might be, you know. Or does it just stop all of a sudden? Oh, that just stops. So where's that going then? Must be going underneath. That's weird. Even though that's running, it just stops there. Must be some sort of underground way of it going through. I don't know. Anyway, we're at the Frood. So, what have they got? Wednesday, curry and a pint from 5 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, 2-for-1 menu from 5:30. You can't go wrong for that, can you? Ah, so I see now what's happened. So it looks like all that water is being captured. It's going down there and going down there, which then goes down there, which then goes over there. So let's have a quick look. I'm just going to take you over here, if I can do safely. Yep, over we go. So this is the car park for the Frood pub. But just over here is the River Allen. I used to come in here during the summer holidays. It's a bit steep to get down to today. You can definitely hear it. The River Allen goes for miles and miles and miles. So we're going to go back up there, which is Barracks Lane. Mindful we don't get run over. That's a bit of a sharp bend there. So there's some lovely walks going up there as well, which we take you through to back to the Freeth. Well, it looks like they've been having issues with the water here. Now originally this used to be the entrance to the Cymau Nature Reserve, but I don't think you can really get to it now that way, because it looks like all that's been, I'm not going to risk it, because I remember some of the locals saying there's been a landslide, so I'm not going to risk it. So I'm going to go up here instead, which I know is going to absolutely kill me, because it's as you can see, yeah. So just take it nice and slow. You watch me now get out of breath. Oh, you can't really see me now, can you? There you go. I think I might have to adjust the white balance on this. It's gone a bit dark. Oh, be fine though. Oh, this is me getting out of breath. I don't think you want to see that. It is beautiful up here. Absolutely amazing. Oh, car come in. Come down. Gives me a break. And another one. It's absolutely fine. Oh, and another one. There you go. Done. I think this is the entrance here. All right. Is this the Nature Reserve? Yes, there it is. So, this is, oh, it's not Cymau, it's Frood. Look, this is Frood Quarry Nature Reserve. So, I know some of the locals in Cymau helped to look after this. There's a couple of ways you can go. You can either go that way, but I'm going to go this way today. So up here, so I can't imagine this being a quarry, but it was. There's a man-made pond just through there. There's a bunny rabbit. So you normally see loads of these rabbits around here, especially first thing in the morning. It's such a quiet place to come, and a lot of people bring their dogs here. I've got to be careful walking uphill. So dodgy Achilles tendon. Oh, I don't want to pull it anymore because it hurts a lot. Right, let's see what they've got on the board here. That seat's been here quite a long time, but this hasn't. So, yeah. So there's a well Got the woodland, pond. You are here. So I've never known about the well. I know there's a pond, but I never knew there was a well here. So, let's go. Let's go and see if we can find that well. So what does it say? So it's just the other side of that forest. Let's go and find it. So the pond is just through here. And that's the start of it. Just there. Now there are some ponies on here, which are wild ponies. And I think they're mountain ponies. A little bit of a waterfall there. Not much. So it said just on the other side of this forest here, apparently there's a well. Now I've been coming here for since 2012. Now, I've never known there'd be a well around here, unless it's hidden in there. Let's go for a walk down here. Let's go and see if we can find this well. Oh, I did say on the other side of the forest, so we'll cut up through there and we'll have a walk through. I don't think that's it. It looks like there's been a bit of landfill there. Landfall. Landslip. That's the word. Landslip. Oh. No. Where is this well? Well, I don't know. I've not seen the well here before. I'll have to ask somebody who knows the area a bit better than me where this well is. It says on the other side of this forest. I can't see a well here. Oh. Well, there's the ponies. So the choice is yours here. You either walk around and go up that way. You can walk up that path and go up that way. I'm just going to walk straight up because I know there's a seat at the top of here, which I might just sit down on for 2 minutes. I felt that. I felt my Achilles pulling then. Oh yes. Oh, it's going to be painful later. Oh, I was wrong. There is no seat up here. So that's another way back. That takes you, if you follow that through, that also leads you back onto Cymau Lane. But I want to end up back at the community centre where I started. So, yeah, that hurt. That did hurt a bit. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm out of breath now. as you can tell. Oh, it's not too bad a walk, this. Just that last bit. But I'd rather do it this way than do it the other way up the Bryn Yorkin. But at least I can have a bit of a rest here. Oh. So, this is the other entrance. So there's 3 entrances. The one that we came through, this one, and one down that end. Alright, so I think for this last bit, I'm just going to stop. Hopefully you didn't miss too much there. I tried to do it whilst I was still focusing on the same thing, but there was a little break. You might see it, you might not. But, yeah. So here we are at the gate. Here, there's more farmers' fields. So we walked, where them houses are, we walked in the front of them earlier on this morning. So I'm just going to go through this gate. There's another gate up here, and again, same thing with dogs. Keep them on a lead if you can, because them ponies down there get frightened. I've just seen another bunny wabbit. You get to see loads of them around here, especially the baby ones. So if you're quiet, let's see if we can sneak up on it. Yeah, there he is. He's hiding just over there. He's gone. So, through this gate now. This is quite a nice little thing here, as we're going to walk through now. It's just like a tunnel. Beautiful. Let's see now. So I've adjusted the white balance, so I just want to see now whether it will focus on me. Hey, it does. That's much better. Anyway, when I first came here, this wasn't like this. But I just think it's wonderful how it's all just arched over. I think they'd only just started planting them when I first came down, but as you can see, it's just like a tunnel of blossom at the moment. So the last bit we're going on are the steps. And the steps take you up to a gate, and then it's nice and flat. Well, pretty nice and flat. So we're going to go up here now. And I've got to take my time, because the old Achilles is hurting a bit. It's probably because I've walked too much. But is that such a bad thing, walking too much? I don't think it is. As long as you take your time, you'll be fine. There we go. Oh. Again, this is another one of them little pathways, unless you know it's here. You'd never come on it unless you know about the public footpaths and things like that. So that's where we went yesterday. There's Caergwrle. So I think another one I want to do Over in the distance over there, this is Monera, or the Exclusion Mountain Range. So, yeah. Look, squirrel. Wow. I'm always a bit wary of squirrels, because I've had one jump out at me once. They're nasty little things. Their claws are razor sharp. I think that squirrel's just woken the dog up. Either that or I have. So, there we go. It's the village of Cymau. It's over the tops there. And this path leads you straight out from the community centre. And if you do want to do this walk to the community centre, it's got its own car park, so or you can just park on the road, they don't charge. So it's another one of these free walks. Just going to check on my watch how much we've done so far. So I'll give you a rough guide. So 3.55 miles. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. Nice little walk. Strange thing is, I've hardly seen anybody about today. Normally I would have expected on a bank holiday Monday to see somebody. Well, I've seen a jogger. I haven't seen anybody walking their dog. And we're nearly at the end of our walk for today. Just hope the audio's been okay on this one as well, because I am using the I remembered the mic today. So through these gates here, I don't know if you can make it out, but just over there, that's a church. And it's a tin shack church. And apparently you used to be able to buy them, and I think that one could be the same. You used to be able to buy them for £100 from John Lewis. £100 back then was a lot of money. What that equates to these days I do not know, but it's made of tin, corrugated tin. Yeah. If I find a, because I've seen the poster for them. If I find one, I'll post it on the channel. And here we are. So we're back at the community centre, where I'll end my video. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one, guys. Guys, I've done it again. Oh well, hope everybody has enjoyed this one. And yeah, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.